Hey guys, Kaz here. So this is going to be a showcase video for Shoutmon X7 Black. So this guy is going to be our first plus tank. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that because everyone was saying that there won't be a plus tank like multiple times, but now we have a plus tank. But again, I mean, I don't know how to feel about this guy particularly because he's like the only thing I really didn't like about X7 is the fact that his color scheme is like a mix of all the things. Like DX looks like insanely good because he's like pure gold, and as a mega sword he does look good, and this guy has a really good color scheme now, so black, gold and white, so you can't really go wrong with that. So his lasers is supposed to have green or something in that image, right? But yeah, it just seems like it's just black, gold and white in this. Anyways, so this guy is free to play plus that tanks are getting. I'm not sure how hard it is to get it because it requires a dungeon which can only be run as a tank. I don't know how to clear it, but apparently you just have to tank it for a long time or something, and you just have to do the mechanics, and boss will die. So I hope it's like or die by level gear or something required for it. But if it requires more gear than merciful dungeon, it might be a bit hard. So hopefully it's kind of along the same level as auto attack Digimons at most. And this guy, stats wise, he's not too much stronger than a plus, but it's noticeable. Like we can just evolve from Shoutmon DX. Oh, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, we got this guy as our tank Digimon, right? You know, it would have been so much cooler if we got superior mode instead. Like, why can't tanks just get something insane as their first Digimon? Like, they could have given this black guy to AA as their Yorang or some shit. Like, who cares? Just give tanks the superior mode as their first plus Digi. Like, everyone would have been so much more happier. Anyway, enough of that rant. Let's look at status. So this guy has 23,300 HP at 140, and DX is like one of the more tankier Digimon compared to the other triplets. Like, he has really good defense. I think Data in general had lower HP, so this guy has 23,300 and 6,851 defense and 4,400 attack, if that matters. But yeah, I mean, that kind of matters because some of the changes to the tanks are going to make them kind of decently strong. So this guy now has 2,500 HP at max level. I mean, it could be slightly higher if you are reborn, and that's like what, 1,700 more base HP and 600 or 700 more defense. It does add up because most of the defense you get are like multipliers, right? You do get some flat damage, but this is going to be like 4,000 to 5,000 more defense at a final. Like the current end game gear is going to be like 5,000 more defense or something, and HP is also going to be adding up to like 10,000 or 20,000 more HP than whatever DX can get. I mean, I don't have the current gear for it, so I can't exactly show how much it's going to be. And as for his attack, it is quite a lot higher, like 6,080 attack. It's like the same attack as what Triple auto attack has, and tanks now have an attack speed of 1.5 by base. So these guys are now in the 0.86 attack bracket. So they're going to be like 10 to 12% more stronger than a triple auto attack if they had no attribute. But these guys will have much lower attribute than whatever the other guys are going to be running. So by default, they are going to be hitting much weaker. So in comparison, what could you say? If you had no gear and you had this guy and you compare it to an Alpha Mon or Oryuken. Yeah, Oryuken, but the AOX or slash Shoutmon, something more easier to compare to. This guy would actually just straight up beat them if neither of them had attribute gears. Like tanks are actually quite a lot stronger now, especially in the auto attack side. I think auto attack is much stronger. I mean, I wouldn't know, I haven't tested, but it feels like it would be. But skills are also pretty strong, like because of the changes to how the skills work. You can now get 25 on all 3 of your skills as a tank, which is kind of a nerf to Cosmic Susano, right? Because he and every other tank which only has 2 skills, it's going to be a nerf because they don't get much damage from it. But now the ones which can get will be getting much more DPS from it. So this guy has a 73k on F1, which is pretty strong. This is a really quick attack. It's only like 2 seconds animation or something. Is it the same as what DX had? No, X7? I'm not sure. Yeah. Also, tanks have resets, right? So even the newer deck gives them resets, so they can technically be doing a bit more damage. And if you have resets for, if you are using RKX or something, and you are using this guy, and you have an F2 which does 154k damage as an SK, and his F3 does a massive 410k damage. Everything just feels like he is going to be hitting much harder, which is really good. Like tanks needed to be doing a bit more than 0 damage. Also, his F1 does have an extra effect, so it does scale up in damage based on your defense. So if you are running tank gear, you are going to be hitting slightly harder. So I don't know how much defense does a tank have at the end game. I think it's like 50k or 60k. So it's not much. Like all of your F1, all of your skills will be doing like 50k more damage by default. It's not really that insane of a number. 50 to 50, 25 times. Like with this, it does. Let me just check. So this thing does 440. I mean, I can't check with F1. I have to switch to F2 and see the damage. F2. So F2 does 855 without the buff. And it almost did nothing. It barely did anything more. So it's not a crazy high status. But if you have more defense, it will scale off it much higher. So it's like at least 5 times more of what I got. So I got about 20 to 25k. So 5 times more is like 550k. 100k. Yeah, it does 100k more damage. So if you are on full defense gear, it will do some damage. All your skills will be doing some damage, which is not much because when you compare it to triple plus Digimons, they do like 1 million per F1, maybe 1.5 million or something at this point of the game. So yeah, this is not much, but it's something. Like everything is going to be hitting slightly harder. Maybe tanks are going to be doing like 20% of the total DPS if you actually play the game properly. Yeah. Anyways, F2 has the shield and heal. So this one is a pretty massive shield, 29% heal, HP regen. No, shield, and it also has the 5% heal. So it's kind of similar to how Shoutmon DX was. So he pretty much builds on top of that. And his F3, this is kind of a bit of a downgrade, I guess, compared to the regular tanks. Because it's only a 3 minute invulnerability. I guess it's invulnerability, right? 100% damage reduction is pretty much the same as invulnerability. Or was it always being said to be 100% damage reduction? I'm not sure. But yeah, it is an invulnerability, but it's also going to reflect 3 million damage if he gets hits during that duration. So that's good. And his F3 is pretty much baddie. I don't know why it's called bonk, because he doesn't bonk anything. I mean, I guess if he gets hit, he will bonk back. Wait, can I do that? It's a bit hard to time it. It's like 1 second, similar to how Itto mode has it. Wish me luck. I don't know how to time it. One, two, three, four. Oh, I missed it. It's okay. It's coming back up again soon. I hit 3 in between. That's a bonk. Maybe I missed the counter again. It's okay. It's okay. The mission failed. So after 1, 2, 3. Did it do anything? Maybe it's because I'm dodging the attack. Yeah, whatever. I should have done it on this thing. Maybe now. Oh, it's so freaking slow, man. Fuck it. Okay, let me just talk about other things while he does something to me. His animations are pretty much the same as what it used to be. Oh yes, we did it. We counted the guy. I guess me dodging all the attacks was the reason I couldn't counter it. Because yeah, I heard that if you evade the attack, you cannot reflect it, right? Since this is pretty much a reflect, it was not able to counter it. Okay, mission success. So what else is there to say about this guy? Yeah, he is part of a new deck, I guess. Yeah, this one. So pretty much everything plus Hexa, and now this guy, and it has a reset. 37% HP, 37% defense, reset, and reset on auto attack as well, right? Yeah, auto attack also has a reset with this. Auto attack tanks are now real again. So that kind of begs the question: does the Puppetmon deck? No, Puppetmon neck does not have a deep attack speed, but the thing is, tanks now have 1.5 attack speed by default. So I guess if you don't really need it, but you're kind of losing a lot of damage if you're playing auto attack tank and not having it. So it's kind of weird. I think they should add attack speed back into the deck, because that's kind of a big difference. How much do I have without it? 1.25. Yeah, it's a huge difference without a neck. I think that's almost everything about this guy, right? Yeah, I'm just going to do this format. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.